Secret network. You know, I talked about the secret network till I was red and dead in the face. I talked about the BTC pair going up to 10,000 Satoshi. This thing will go to 12,000 Satoshi. Look at this. And we talked about this trade on the 5-minute. Right here, look at it. Congratulations to anyone that took the trade. 28% gains. And we talked about it yesterday. I drew this out and I said, secret network. I don't know if anyone even took the call. Did anybody take the secret BTC call? I really feel like nobody took, I just don't see anyone talking about it. And I keep talking about it. And this would have rented you so much Bitcoin. We talked about getting in this at 4,700 Satoshi. This would have made you double your money in Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? The secret network booming to the upside, doing damage, 28%. Let's add that to the win sheet. Unbelievable. And so this is just, the channel continues. We look where nobody else is looking. We find the gems that nobody else really finds. We look at the fundamentals of technical analysis where most people just kind of brush it over. They don't see it. We see it exactly for what it is. We call the bottom for Bitcoin at 30K using Fibonacci retracements and simple hidden bullish divergence, like two simple things, and maybe a little bit of a falling wedge as well. 3 in pattern trading. And so it was stochastics. But at the end of the day, it was the 9-point checklist that I created. You go through that and you match it to BTC. If it matches all the checklist, it says it's time to go. It says you have a 68% chance of banging on them. And we just continue to bang on them every single day here on the live stream and in my Patreon group. So shout out to anyone that jumped on into the Patreon. Appreciate each and every one getting paid, doing their thing. And we add this to the win list now. Secret network. Booming. And I just kept talking about this thing over and over and over and over again. I don't know how many times I could talk about Secret Network. Did anybody buy Secret Network? Who else can you double where else can you double Bitcoin? I know, right? Give up, never, not the lifer, no way. It doesn't show as live now in my subsection. Had to go to your channel to find it. So strange, right? You know what? Your video took me a bit to find on YouTube. Usually it's right on the main page for me. See that? Didn't get the YouTube notification. I didn't get a notification. Phantom doing well. That thing where it retests the 21 MA and the Stokes turn around. We're going to take a look at Phantom. We're going to look at that. That's why it's on the title of the video. Highly likely to boom to the upside. Phantom doing damage. Well, I believe Phantom is the play of the day. Phantom. And I believe while every other coin kind of may not do too well, I believe Phantom, AVAX, Luna, Solana are all going to pump as Bitcoin pumps. You're going to see a movement into DeFi and a movement into these movers that have, 10,000 transactions per second fast. Layer 1 for Ethereum. Ethereum moves with Bitcoin too. Once Ethereum booms, you're going to see Ethereum kind of trail Bitcoin. And as we showed you, Matic is directly correlated to Ethereum. We went over that yesterday. So if you're going to play Ethereum, you might as well just play Matic. If you got money in Ethereum, you might as well just put it all in Matic because it says you're going to make way more. Then put it back in Ethereum. And you'll end up with more Ethereum at the end of the day. That's what the charts say. That's not what I say. It's just what the charts say. Boom. And this happened in a day, less than like 24 hours. Secret Network making 28% gains on your Bitcoin. Yeah, it gave half of it back, but that's why you hit the target. That's why you nailed the target, right? Bam. 26%. Sorry. Bam. Secret Network banging on them. And we add it to the win list. And it just keeps going. It just keeps going. We talked about VRA in the sweet spot. It would boom up 122%. And why? That was a Fibonacci retracement at the 6.5 and the 618, the golden pocket. I'm trying to teach you your fundamentals. If you stick to the fundamentals, you will not believe what happens to you. I had a mentor. He drove me so hard. Such an amazing person. Shout out to Chris, man. I love you, Chris, with all my heart, dude. One of the greatest people in my life. Pushed me. Even gave me the ability to see things I didn't see. Gave me opportunities I never had and changed my life forever. Chris, I will forever be indebted to you at Crypto Revolution, man. I love you with all my heart, dude. And I am so happy to say it publicly. You're the man, dude. You're the man. So 26% gains on Secret Network. Booming to the upside here for the BTC pair. Thank you so much, brother. Let's do a TA on Happy from Chad Smith. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Hey, Lifer, can you take a look at SLP from Manuel Trejo? We'll take a look at SLP as well. And we hit Gitcoin And actually, we'll go over Gitcoin as well here on the. We didn't go over the actual the chart for Gitcoin GTC. I'm interested to see it. Okay, so we talked about Phantom pumping to the upside, right? We went over it. I said watch Phantom, and there it goes. We said to watch Phantom earlier today as well. Why? Because Phantom was highly likely to pump. Why? How did I know that? How did I know that Phantom was going to break out? How did I put it in the here? Phantom booms, breakout soon. Breakout soon. Breakout soon. How did I know Phantom was about to break out? Question and answer. The question and answer. Because it's my low 1 hour. It was in a beautiful falling wedge. 68% chance of a break to the upside. It had a beautiful leg to the upside. I know it's getting a lot of money. The Geist finance is pumping. And that's exactly what happened, boss. Crypto Savvy didn't stream for 3 days now. Exactly. No alert went out today for the live. Just saw you were live. Jump on in, Tony Skokes. You got to just jump on it. You got to know I'm just here. Set an alert in your house. Super chat. Light, sir, on BSC. Antonio Vega. And Restreet GTC. Long-term hold. And thanks to Big Boy for the $5. Yeah, so he asked about SER on BSC. Light, SER? Light. SER on BSC. I don't understand. We do like, I think he means BSC station though. But light. Maybe he's asking about two things. Okay, so back to 224 for Phantom. And my target for Phantom is $3.28. Phantom booming to the upside. I see Phantom doing some serious damage and blasting off into space. So yeah, Phantom. I'm so happy I have my bags of Phantom packed and ready to go. We got them down there. If you're with us, where do we buy Phantom? We bought Phantom down here at 18 cents. Right around there. We sniffed the bottom of Phantom, and I bought a bunch of Phantom down here. Look, when the weekly's low, you buy as much as you can. It's that simple. The weekly gets high, you start to scale on out. It's that simple. Look at the last time you got in on the lows, got in on the highs. Got in on the lows, got in on the, so watch Phantom closely. Doing serious damage to the upside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Phantom. 224 and moving. How do you track Phantom? Just like I told you, go to a smaller time frame and see what's happening. The 5 minute doesn't give you much, says it's still pumping. Really, it's going to pump until it can't. Take a look at the 1 minute. Is it forming a bit of a flag here? We need some type of chart. That's a shoulder, head, and that's an inverted head and shoulder on a smaller time frame. This is a rising wedge. Suggests that this is going to continue to pump. Like, there's really nothing else we can say here. All we can do is find a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside and say that's your measured move. Phantom to 242 on the tiny time frames. Once you master the 1 minute, you want to master the monthly. You want to know, I mastered every single one of these time frames from front to back. You want to know how the price reacts, how the stochastics react. You want to trade them all. You want to make a trade in each. I've made a monthly trade. I've made a 3-day trade. I've made a daily trade. I've made a 4-day trade. I've made an 8-hour trade, 4-hour trade, 1-hour trade, 30-minute trade. I've scalped on the 7 minute. I've scalped on the 5 minute. I've scalped on the 1 minute. I've traded every single one of these time frames multiple times on the live stream. And that's another thing. You can get good at TA. You can be good at Fibonacci, all that. Do you know your time frames? Do you really know how to trade? Yeah, anyone can draw lines, and any guy can say this is the levels, but do they know how to actually trade? Do they know how to enter and exit a trade based on multiple ideas, positions? I don't know if a lot of these guys on YouTube know how to trade. I think they know how to build. I think people like to come to their channels and they talk about fibs and all this, but I just don't know if they know how to actually trade. Not enough of them actually put it out there for us to see if they actually trade too as well. It's very just like, I don't know, So there's total to Bitcoin dominance. We kind of gave you the world. I also look at the dollar index. Want to see what's happening with the dollar, the United States dollar. It tells a story for Bitcoin. So if we look at the daily for the dollar, we're oversold, saying we're going to pump. And recently the dollar pumped with Bitcoin, which is kind of weird. Even today, the dollar pumping with Bitcoin. Pretty weird, right? And this is kind of the second time that the dollar and Bitcoin pump together. What I think it is they're printing the money so fast to keep up with Bitcoin or something. They're doing something really, really strange, right? Isn't Secret BTC only on Binance? It may be. It may be. I'm ordering some Lifer swag, and I'm going to post some pics of me wearing it at Disney for real. Yo, you're the man, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, nobody. I don't push the swag enough because it takes a little long to get there. But you can get Lifer swag. Jump on in if you want to get an awesome hoodie or swag. Jump on in. I got a lot of swag. Get that merch. We got cup holders. We got phone holders, all that stuff. Hoodies, shirts. I got a couple hoodies myself. They're awesome. This gray hoodie's awesome. This one said Banks are for robbing. I like that, you know. Crypto Lifer, Satoshi Lover. Lifer approved. Crypto is life. You get a mug, right? Get a sticker if you want. For instance, if I use a VPN, it thinks I'm in Australia. But I'm not. It keeps the Australia. But I like all the stuff, though. This I designed myself. Did a cool little design here. Thought it was funky. I have this, actually. I own this thing on the back. Crypto Lifer. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Jump on in. Grab some merch. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, I'd much rather you spend it on education if you have to, though. So, look at the 12-hour. It says the dollar. Look at this. Dollar's in a bull pennant here. So, the dollar looking bullish. Interesting. How is the dollar bullish when you tell me? I don't know, but this is the chart say the dollar is bullish. You know, people will flock to the dollar if the market does something shady. So you know what? Is cryptocurrency becoming a safe asset? That's what it's looking like because people run into the dollar when the stock market dumps. So now you got to look at the Dow Jones. Okay? And is it open today? Is the Dow Jones open today? And maybe, no, it is open today. Yeah, and see, I called this double bottom here and said not to worry. The daily was low and everyone was getting really freaked out. I said not to worry. That's a falling wedge that breaks out 68% of the time, and it would break on out. I like what we're seeing here for the Dow, and it's not too bad, honestly. The daily comes on down, but look at the weekly. The weekly wants to pump. It suggests that the entire market goes up very nicely. It says Bitcoin pumps, the Dow pumps. We're seeing a lot of movement coming for all of the altcoins and everything else here, too. So, very, very interesting. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you're new, if you're in the Patreon, I just want to show you how many times we accurately traded Bitcoin. We're 12 or 13 now trading Bitcoin. We gave the trade yesterday, last night even, for BTC. So, and even if you're in my channel, I was up at 3:40 a.m. saying Bitcoin's pumping. I caught the pump, right? And always hit the link to see my stuff nice and neat. But you can see here, set in stone, longing Bitcoin at 54,698, and then riding that thing up to the upside, man. What a beautiful trade. Bitcoin doing serious damage. Absolutely beautiful. I kept talking about this. As a pattern trader, nothing phases me, especially if we stay inside the pattern. As long as Bitcoin respects the bottom trend line, I remain bullish, and my trade is still open. Pattern zoomed in. Because when they did that wicking up, it probably freaked a lot of people out. I just negated all this on the upside and stayed calmly. And I've been able to do this because I've seen it happen many, many times as well. Bitcoin can maintain this ascending triangle. The target is 70K. You see what I'm saying? And it is. It did maintain that and boosted on out. So the target is 70K. We're not that far from it. Bitcoin moving. Trade has been open since Friday. Look at that. So we even went through the ups and downs and stayed with Bitcoin no matter what. I am long Bitcoin here. I am longing Bitcoin here. Bitcoin bullish. Look at this. 54,461. The secret network, we're talking about it too. How it's going to boom up to the upside. We talked about Solar, Block, Cody, and Shiba. Solar boomed up to the upside. The list goes on. So if you're in the Patreon just this week alone, just this week alone, all right? This is what you would have seen on your plate, okay? We got 28.6% gains out of Secret last night. 122% gains on VRA. It took a week. 63% gains for Polkadot. 36% gains for Solar. 64% gains on, what is that? I can't see the name of it. Oh, that's Fractal, I believe. Yeah, FCL. And then 66% gains on, what would within ER? Antimatter, booming. And then 184% gains for Blockfolio, 190% gains for Shiba Uno, 80% gains for Shiba before it did the bigger move. We had OG Fan Token booming up 44%. So since October 4th, It's October, what, 11th? In a week's time. And we've hit even more than these, but in a week's time, these are the biggest gains we've hit in 7 days. In 7 freaking days. And we're going to continue to do these things every single week, every single day here on the channel. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. All right, let's take a look at all the super chats. Let's take a look at SLP. All right. And Gitcoin. See, I don't know about Gitcoin being a long-term hold. That's something you're going to have to figure out on your own, on your precious time, you know, on your precious time. Let's take a look at GTC, though. Gitcoin. Okay, this is interesting to me. It formed this, broke in and out. Some even call this somewhat of a cup and handy. Let's put it on the daily. There's your cup with a handle to the right side here. Yeah. There's a bug in my house on my foot. How did a bug get on my foot? So here's what I see for GTC. Could be breaking out of a cup and handle here. Then put your support and resistance lines right here and right here. It's a beautiful Monday, everybody. You got to stay calm and relaxed. So I got the relaxing music on today, so just get you kind of in the mood, you know? Shout out to everyone here in the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Why is Bitcoin moving, but the alts are doing nothing? It's called Bitcoin dominance. You should probably get tutored if you want to know what's happening. That question lets me know you need to get tutored. You want to know what's happening in the markets. Jump on into the tutoring session every Tuesday from 3 to 5. There's a Q&A at the end where you can ask all your awesome deep dive questions, and we can show you visualizations and awesome, charts and things to really kind of back up what we're saying, to really show you what's happening. It's called Bitcoin dominance, and so you gotta watch your Bitcoin dominance at all times. Let's take a look at SLP, Smooth Love Potion. But this is what I see happening for GTC. Let's kind of shrink that MACD down. Let's open up that RSI a little bit here. And it's a little spent on the daily, but the 4-hour looks good. And to me, it's so early on Binance. The 4-hour looks pretty good. So as long as it stays in this pennant here, it could break out. It could break out. So all eyes on that idea. If it could hold that level at about $7 even, I don't see why I couldn't see it at 17, right? Also, with all the talk about it, it looks like it's doing some good stuff. It's interesting. It's a nice project. You can put it on the radar for sure. GTC possible, very possible. It could boom on out. High risk, high reward, and I'm not a huge fan of this. It's on the radar though. Now we know it. Let's take a look at Tether dominance. So people want to run into Tether, or people want to run into Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on here. So Tether dominance is on the 4-hour, a little high. Wants to kind of swoop up a little bit. To me, that's doing a bearish retest. Like, it broke down, wants to come back in and break down again. I don't think anyone wants to hang out in Tether at all. I think they're going to be running into Bitcoin. Tether dominance looks like it's going to flop. Let's take a look at it here on the weekly, though. The weekly's low. Kind of creepy. Why would Tether dominance be so low? Is Bitcoin going to go through some weird... Is there going to be... It's kind of creepy. They're suggesting a black swan event of some type. Tether dominance is suggesting a black swan event. I'd hate to say it. I don't want to even believe that. But the TA is... Like, why would Tether dominance on the weekly want to pump? Kind of weird. How could it pump, too, if everyone wants to run in to Bitcoin? Everything else is contrary. I just got to put that out there. It's kind of interesting. Also, look at a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder forming there. Possible inverted head and shoulder for Tether dominance. Kind of wacky. Maybe people take profits in and out. It's always kind of move up a little bit, but it's interesting. I think it would be, more heavily inclined to look more bearish. Interesting. Let's take a look at Smooth Love Potion. And let's take a look at Happy. Thank you for the $2 super chat from Chad Smith and the $5 from Manuel Trejo. Let's take a look at SLP, Smooth Love Potion. Follows Axie, does well. But, I was wary of it. Someone kept asking me about it. I said, how do we know it's not going to keep going to the downside? And, I said that, and it did. It's funny, it kind of did. I said, high risk, high reward. I said, I want to see it get above a certain level first. That's what I do. Whenever I'm trying to trade, so look, see how it went up and now it's retesting? I want to make sure this retest happens and we get above this level here at 8. We get above 8 cents. then I'll be more inclined to look at this again and kind of really believe in it. But even the cup and handle kind of fell to the wayside there. Half broke out and then would dump on us. It's extremely oversold now. Handle is a lot bigger as well. Handle's a lot bigger, but it's extremely oversold. Interesting. Shoulder, head, and shoulder, possibly forming two for Smooth Love Potion. Not my favorite coin. I think there's something better out there. A lot of people got stuck on it, thought it was the one because of Axie, and now they're kind of in there. And, like, I think it's just dragging a lot of people down, in my humble opinion. But anything is possible. I'm happy I don't have any part of this. I'll be honest, I don't own any of this, and I'm very happy about it. But, you know, not saying you're not catching the bottom, but possible double bottom. Honestly, like, I'd wait for it to get to 11 and then ride 11 to, like, 39 and miss that little, you know, yes, you're going to miss a huge X. So it's high risk, high reward. You want to jump in now, it's high risk, in my humble opinion. It's not my go-to. Again, not financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. I personally wouldn't be touching it with a 10-foot pole, but that's me, all right? Let's take a look at Happy on KuCoin here. Happy, one of my favorite projects. I really liked it. I like the premise behind it. I like what it stands for. We thought we were in a beautiful handle here. Took a bit of a dump as Bitcoin dominance lets go, and, you know, Bitcoin pumps hard. So a lot of altcoins kind of struggling a little bit. They'll go sideways. They'll eventually have their due diligence, though. The daily don't lie, and the 3-day don't lie. Take a look at them on the 3-day chart. This one actually is... The daily chart here looks really nice for Happy. Smaller time frame, though. Back to the 1 hour here. I do see this in a cup and handle breaking out. It is starting to break on out. It doesn't have a huge following. I do like the coin and what it represents. It's like anti-hack and stuff like that, you know. And I like the website. And, you know, like, this is a good website. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like, today we went to a website that I thought underperformed. When you went to it, you really couldn't just get the feeling of it. Remember Arriva? We've talked about this Arriva many, many times. $73 million market cap. It's up another 129%. We've gone over this a bunch of times on the channel now. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's on PancakeSwap and Gate.io. We talked about Altura too as well. And this thing's 001. It's not even a penny. It's a tenth of a penny. And it's up 115% today alone. Beautiful. It's now listed on Gate.io. They're like, cool, but, like, can I, like, go to the website, though? It's pretty smart to do that, though. I like that. It brings you right to Gate.io to get the coin. I mean, that's a smart idea. It's a very smart idea. All of them should do that. What is Arriva? It's a BEAT22 token generated by the Binance Smart Token. Currently, our team is working intensively on the development of our own coin and wallet. We aim to launch it on the first quarter of 2022 at the latest. In addition to our portal, people can book their holidays instantly online by converting fiat and other currencies to ARV. The biggest technological innovation that will emerge when this software is completed is that it'll work like a credit card and a proof-of-stake machine system in the facilities and vendors in the target destinations. Arriva will change the future of travel industry by integrating it with crypto world. I like what they're saying, and if they can accomplish it, unbelievable. Like, really unbelievable. Let's take a look at what they're saying here on their YouTube channel. I want to give them that time. I like this coin, and I like what's happening here. I think it's worth taking a look at. And honestly, if you get in it before it has its mainnet, then the mainnet will have a pump, and you'll be in there way before that pump. So you already have a pump baked in. Something to think about.
The global tourism industry, Arriva. Supported by Arriva, Arriva is a cryptocurrency produced to make transactions hassle-free.
Could have done a better voiceover.
And local tourism networks in the near future. The aim is not only to produce a cryptocurrency traded on exchanges, but to ensure that ARV is actively used in the tourism industry. Huge international transactions cost.
There's going to be a lot of competition here. Everyone wants to be the local tourism coin. You know, SHR wants to do that, and no one really talks about how good SHR is good at it and what they're doing and implementing. Where is SHR, though? Honestly, sharing token, they've fallen off a little bit. I'd like to take a look at what they're doing, man. SHR sharing. The kids. Sharing global. All right. Like, I just want to, like, I own this. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Here's our quick numbers on Sharing Global Android release. New accounts, report issues, Play Store, iPhone is imminent. We pushed a small update, so we're waiting on that to be approved by Apple. We're excited to announce the Sharing app is now live and available to download on the Google Play Store. Okay, so they got the app out. I've been waiting this for a long time. Now that we're starting to see the conference starting up again. Okay, Tim Boss. Okay, he's super active. He's doing his thing. Sharing access could be used to enter venues, e.g. events, clubs, hotels, office buildings, and most safe and efficient way. For construction sites, it provides the ability to link an ID to the role-specific qualifications, safety training, etc. Access to be used. Sharing. Hot off the press, tech newsletter, Tim Boss, issue number 2. I like Tim Boss, and that's why I'm into Sharing. If you don't know what Sharing is, check him out. Let me follow Tim Boss. Haven't followed him yet. Interesting. I like what he's doing. I appreciate him. Sharing with Tim Boss. Okay. But Ariva, man, might be something you want to stash away on your MetaMask wallet for a rainy day. Pretty interesting. It's gone up considerably well. It was 0.0005. So it's up beautifully well, like 300% or more. I mean, 0.05. So think about that. It was here. So it had a double to get to 1. It's almost tripled right there from there. And it's up huge today as well. So how do you track a coin like that? Let me teach you. You would go to PooCoin, a place called PooCoin.app, all right? Check out PooCoin real quick and see what's going on here on PooCoin, all right? And you would take in the contract address and paste it on in there. So you go look for the contract address, all right, Ariva. Paste it here, and then paste it on in here just to see what's cracking. And there's Ariva. And that's how you would be able to track it and find it. Find a $148 million market cap. Starting to make a bit of a move here. Look at that thing. Damn. It's like we missed out hard. Insanity. Absolute insanity. We did look at this a few times. Isn't that as simple as just going to CoinMarketCap and making 800% gains? Isn't that nuts? Once it breaks this all-time high, too, anything is possible. I go to a real small time frame to see kind of if I can track it at all, but this is interesting. And this is what I do. I just spend my time reading and researching until I find the coin with the best idea, the best tech, and then I'm all over it before everybody else, and then I watch everybody FOMO into it and pump my bags, just like we did with Phantom, and we'll do it again with many other coins. And that's why I believe research is way better than doing trading leverage. Not financial advice, but just my humble opinion, you'll make more money doing heavy research than trading leverage. I'm not a heavy leverage guy, and I don't think the whole market should be leveraged. It's not a good idea. It actually hurts us in a long run because they're able to destroy so many people, and then they aren't long-term Bitcoin holders. We want people to be long-term Bitcoin holders. We don't want people to become short-term leverage traders that get banged out. You know what I'm saying? Carl the Moon loves pushing his short-term leverage, his leverage links on you. He doesn't help you when you lose. Remember that. Okay. So there's Happy for you in a nutshell. I think Happy could do some serious damage for sure. Okay. I remember 400 subs. He grew so fast. Shout out to JV Supreme, man. I appreciate you, man. YouTube has a 3 notification limit per 24 hours. I came in 40 minutes late because YouTube didn't show me that you were online again. I'm a sub and pressed the clock. You just got to show up. We went over this. You got to show up every day at 10:15. That's it. No more saying you waited for YouTube to do its thing. You just got to show up. Let's take a look at my idea here. We've been talking about the block since it came out, and we've gone over it very, very closely. Could it be breaking out here? Let me kind of clean up my idea here for the block. Did it break out, break back in again? We could say that. It's got. We broke it down for you. It's a penny. I'm telling you right now. It's a penny. It's got some of the biggest influencers attached. It's got an amazing experience attached. It's got good ideas, good news. This thing could do some serious damage. 163%. Come on, man. With all the things we went over and what it can be doing, highly likely. Highly likely. 68% chance of break of the bull pennant. Highly likely. Cup and handle busting up. Highly likely. So you have confluence. You have the MACD about to do a MACD cross. All right. What I don't like is the 1 hour is a little high. Right? That needs to come on down. 2 hours good, though. Bigger time frame. 4 hour that just began wants to pump. So we'll see what the 1 hour wants to give us. A little more pump or some sideways action. It says we're going to go sideways a little longer in this pennant. That's what the 1 hour suggests. A little more sideways action. before we find our way. But anything is possible. I like Blockfolio, though, and I'm sticking to it. All right? And I'm personally invested in Blockfolio for sure, without a doubt in my mind. I got like $4,000 in it, and I actually think I should have more in it, in all honesty. Block USDT. Looking absolutely scrumptious to a guy like me. All right? Block. And it's a KuCoin low cap gem. Like, it's got everything going for it. Like, what more do you want? You know? What more do you want? What more do you want for Blockfolio? Blocktopia. Rufus Styles, I'm still learning, but have learned so much from this guy. So awesome. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Come on, guys. You shouldn't need an alert for the show. You should just know, man. The man is on every day. Right? There he is, man, saying it like it is. Pulse Doge 3X, finally. Remember Pulse Doge, man? We got into that back in the day. I did sell mine, though. Patreon is an amazing 24/7 resource. Exclusive Lifer charts, beginners TA learning library, traders from around the world, VIP charts and ideas. Jump on into the Patreon. Hey, Sam, can you take a look at STX? Stokes high on the daily, but the 1 hour and the 4 hour looks good. Yeah, we talk about STX a lot. Already kind of put a call out for it. Looks like it's bumping up with these NFTs on Bitcoin. Something's happening. Something's happening. Didn't hit our stop, so still viable. Didn't hit the stop, got close. Thought we were making more of a pennant here. This is actually very, very likely here. All right. Okay, so STX. All right. Block stacks. And also a bit of a cup and handle here is what I was talking about. And so we talked about getting it down here at 128, and it's boomed up ever since then. Stacks, man. Block stacks, right? This is my idea here on the bigger time frame. And I see this thing getting some legs, all right? Now, 331 is the next target here of the projected move that I made. See my projection? It wasn't the best, but and eventually it would fill up. That's crazy, right? And so, it wasn't perfect. I had it something like that, and we tweaked it just now. But the thing is, there's a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. You're getting a falling wedge on the RSI, which is part of my prerequisite for my checklist. I like to see that. Bam. I got the MACD about to have a cross getting pink. I like to see the blue line curving with the pink showing up. I like what I'm seeing there. Support and resistance. We might have to go a little lower and bounce off 180 real quick, 183. And we got the low stochastics on the 1 hour and the 4 hours coming down. A little more downside possible. But the 1 hour and the 15-minute are low. And that is my move right there. I like what I'm seeing. Could possibly be a little more downside, but, if I go by my system, I look for the divergence. It's right there. Swing up to swing up, swing down. Look at bullish divergence. Let me tell you what that is so you can understand if you're a beginner here. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up on the RSI. Gives us bullish divergence, tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. I like what we're seeing here. And boom, boom, boom. A nice move to the upside here, right? On this beautiful Monday morning as we're back at 10 a.m. ready to rock. Ready to rock, man. And STX block stacks. I could see a 70%, like maybe even more here. Let me tweak that. About a 72% gain coming out of block stacks. I like what I'm seeing here. And honestly, to only have to risk 11, 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio, that's a beautiful risk-reward ratio. You have some levels of support and resistance there. And you got the Stokes and, some other things in your favor. I like what we're seeing here. I appreciate that for putting it on our radar. Much appreciated for the super chat. Thank you so much. STX in the falling wedge, 68% chance. There's confluence inside of this idea here. Okay. And I believe it's on Binance and KuCoin. I believe you can get it on both little spots. All right. Let's take a look at my baby Shiba, and let's see what happened with my idea. Did it break out of my idea? It did. Unbelievable. Right where I suggested that it would, too. Like, exactly. I mean, another beautiful technical analysis setup that we went over that looked and played out exactly as it planned. And again, this was your big resistance area. Once you break above that, you're probably going to bounce off that for more. I'm telling you right now, Shiba's going all the way up to my target here. 191% gains for Shiba Uno. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Not too long from now. So yeah, Shiba doing damage and not going to stop. I like what I'm seeing here. Go to a smaller time frame and build that flag. 5 minute is all you got at this point, and it's still flagging. That tells you that it may have more legs to the upside for sure. And all you can do is play the patterns, and the patterns play out the way they're supposed to be played. Don't get it twisted. Respect the TA. Shiba still wants to pump up a little more, so Shiba. And that's what I'm saying. Bitcoin dominance and all this other stuff happening, and then Shiba booming to the upside. Congrats to anyone that jumped on into Shiba. A beautiful entry for Shiba Uno, as we talked about it last night. Even here, bottom trend line, we were getting in at 2478, already up a nice little chunk. And we already made 190% gains off Shiba, and we're still up 26% gains on Shiba again. So, yeah, another, we get to show you how technical analysis plays out here. Nice and calm every single day here on the live. We don't push it. We don't have to go crazy. It's all here, ready to rock. Like, why is the viewership going down to 96? I don't get it. We're doing the same thing we do on the channel every day. Where's everybody going? Why is everybody leaving? I don't understand. We're showing live trades that play out on the live, like that happen in front of our faces. I have an actual system that works and it plays out in front of everybody. I don't know, man. I'm confused. I see dudes who just like go over nothing every day with thousands of views. I don't understand. It's my penance. It's the patience. I guess we just got to work through it until we win, man. But they're trying to grind a man down, though. But they won't. They won't. But they're trying to. Hey, Sam, can you look at stacks? Yep. Can you take a look at Light? You talked about it before.